All right, hi guys. So in the previous video, we have already seen the proof of the triple A criterion of similarity. Let me just quickly recap what our established knowledge is right now. So we know that similarity of polygons has requires two criterion to be satisfied. One is that corresponding angles must be equal, that is, they should be equiangular, and the sides ka ratios, corresponding sides should be in the same ratio, right? Only if both of these criterion are met, all of these are met, like all angles are corresponding angles are equal to the one polygon is equal to corresponding angles of the other polygon, and that all corresponding sides of one polygon are proportional to the other polygon's corresponding sides. Only in that case will we say that the two polygons are similar. And this is true for triangles also, because triangle is also a polygon at the end of the day. But we don't go and do all six elements, all six check of all six things every single time we want to make, like, what is the minimum thing that you need to prove to show that these two triangles are similar. Instead of checking all three angles and the ratio of all three sides, it's instead of checking all of them, what we do is, what is the least amount of thing that you need to check. And just like in congruence, in similarity also, this is usually three things, and we've already seen the AAA criterion, the AAA criterion, also called double A criterion, if because third angle of can be found by the angles in property and will be same, has been proved earlier, right? We have proved this earlier, and we're going to use that proof for our next proof, which is the triple S criterion that we are proving now. Okay, so we are going to get into this. The statement is right up in front of you. The triple S criterion of similarity of triangles, criteria of similarity of triangles can be said to be in these words. If you're going to talk about English, if we're going to put that in English, it's going to be like, if in two triangles, sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of the other triangle, that is in the same ratio of, then the corresponding angles are also equal, and hence the two triangles are similar. All right, let's get to business now. So what is given to us? Let's take one second. Yeah, let's take two triangles here. Triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Let the triangle DEF be slightly bigger. Don't Right, given in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, when we say that the sides are proportional, what we are meaning is, if we take the corresponding sides ka ratio, that is, if I take AB by DE, we'll get the same ratio as AC by DF, which will give me the same thing as BC by EF. Right? This is my given. This is all that has been uh, given to me. Yeah, it's our assumption. This part, if part of the statement here, two triangles, sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of the other triangle. I've just changed this part, the given part, the if part, to maths. Now what's our to proof part? Where are we to proof part? Where are we trying to reach now? Okay. Then their corresponding angles are equal, right? Corresponding angles are AD. Just we're just assuming the correspondence is A corresponds to D, B corresponds to E, and C corresponds to S, F. Okay. With that assumption, we have written this also. All right. Now, to prove is angle A equal to angle D, angle B equal to angle E, and angle C equal to angle F. Hence, triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF. Yeah, this is our to prove statement. This entire thing changed to mathematics now. Yeah. All right, let's get to business now. So a proof here. Now, Let me make one thing very clear, okay? This right now we're proving the SSS criterion. We have already proved the AAA criterion earlier, and in the following video we will be proving the SAS criterion. But what you need to know, one thing which can be like, it's a tip for your examinations, is that all of these proofs have the exact same construction. Okay, and what am I going to do now? What I'm going to do the same construction that I did in AAA, which is basically I'm going to mark a point P here, mark a point Q here, such that DP is equal to AB and DQ is equal to AC. Right, I'm going to mark those points in that manner. So mark P, or you can write cut P DP, whichever way works for you. Mark P and Q on DE and DF respectively, such that uh, DP is equal to AB and DQ is equal to AC. Yeah, and post this, you join PQ, right? Join PQ as well. Yeah, this is so far what we have done is this is what we did just now in the orange ink is the construction, all right? And it's the same construction in SSS criterion proof. It's the same construction in AAA criterion proof. It's the same construction in SAS similarity criterion proof also, all right? Just a tip, something you can remember, and will give you a start when you do this proof in your examination if it comes. Right now, post this. Now uh, let's look at what's happening right now. Okay, now we have said this is equal to this and this is equal to this, but we already have from this we have that the ratios of this triangle and this triangle are equal. I'm just going to substitute this and this wherever these two sides were. All right, in the given wala ratio. All right, let me do that. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So we are here. So let's see. Okay. Uh, Given we have AB by DE is equal to AC by DF. All right. We can write therefore DP by DE is equal to DQ by DF. What am I doing? I'm substituting for AB, I'm substituting DP here, right? And the same goes for DQ, I'm substituting, sorry, for AC, I'm substituting DQ here, all right? So from construction, so this is since by construction, DP is equal to AB, and sorry, this is DP here. By construction, dP is equal to AB and dQ is equal to AC. All right. Now let's keep this marked. Okay, let's keep this marked as first equation. I don't know if it will be useful or not. Okay, let's see if we need it. We'll mark it later. So right now I have uh, dP by dE. That is, I have this by this is equal to this by this. Okay. But you see, my goal is to get to the angles, which is I need to get to these angles. Yeah. To get to these angles can be a method. Okay. These angles can be a path to get to these angles. Just if I prove this is equal to this, and I show this is equal to this also, one of that can be a method to get to that. So I have to start thinking about angles. But right now I have uh, these ratios actually, and I'm thinking, how do I get to those start thinking about those angles? So one way is if I were to show that this by this is equal to this by this, I can show that this angle is equal to this angle. Similarly, this angle is equal to this angle, right? Because these two lines will end up being parallel by the converse of dpt. So I'm going to use that method right now. Right, I'm going to go ahead with in that direction and let's see where we end up. Okay, so I'm here is not going to help me much dp by de, but if I get dp by pe is equal to dq by qf, then it's going to be a lot of help, right? So let's take this thing here and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take reciprocal on both sides. I have d E by dp is equal to df by dq. I'm going to minus 1 on both sides. This is reciprocal on both sides. Subtracting 1 on both sides. Okay, so you have dE by dp minus 1 is equal to df by dq minus 1. That gives me dE minus dp. dE minus dp in the numerator by dp is equal to df minus dq by dq. Let's have a look. What is dE minus dp? dE, d is the whole thing. dE minus dp is actually pe. Similarly, df minus dq is qf. Alright, so we come back to this. So I have pe by dp is equal to qf by dq. Yeah, let's look at where we are right now. Okay, we are at pe by dp is equal to qf by dq. In and the line which is causing this fraction to happen is actually PQ, right? PQ is the line, PQ is the line segment, which is dividing the sides DE and DF in the same ratio. E by dP is equal to QF by dQ, which means I can use the converse of basic proportionality theorem now. You can say that is sides DE sides DE and DF are divided in the same ratio by the line, or you can write just by PQ. Therefore, a conclusion can be that PQ is parallel to the third side. What's the name of the third side? EF. PQ is parallel to EF, and the reason is converse of basic proportionality theorem. Alright, by converse of basic proportionality theorem, which is one of our existing part of our existing knowledge. We have proved it before. Therefore, now if these two lines are parallel, PQ is parallel to, if PQ is parallel to EF, it means that the corresponding angles are going to be equal. That is, angle P is equal to angle E and angle Q is equal to angle F. So let's write that down and mark those equations because we'll be needing them in the future. Okay, therefore, angle P is equal to angle, okay, angle P is equal to angle E and angle Q is equal to angle F. These are corresponding angles of parallel lines. Okay, let's mark this as equation number 1 and equation number 2. We will be needing it for sure. Alright, now let's move on to what else to know. Okay, so we have reached here, but okay, if you notice this very carefully, something interesting is happening. If I have this equal to this and this equal to this, an angle D is already equal in both triangles. If I take this triangle and this triangle, it means AAA criterion can be put to use here. And remember, we have already proved AAA criterion before. We have proved AAA criterion of similarity before without using SSS or SAS or anything else. So we can say, therefore, by this 1 and 2, that's angle B equal to angle E and angle Q equal to angle F. So by 1 and 2, triangle DPQ is similar to triangle DEF by double A criterion. Okay, you can also write angle D equal to angle D in both and use triple A instead. But double A works just as fine. We understand that by angle property, AA and the triple A criterion are one and the same. Yeah, there's no need to go to the third angle. If you wish, you may. All right, now we are here. So angle. So where we have reached is this particular triangle is similar to this particular big triangle. That is one thing we have proved. See, we are yet to prove that this is similar to this. Okay, that's not where we have reached. We've just seen this one. Now, if there was some way to show that triangle ABC, as this triangle is congruent to this triangle, this shoot triangle here, then our problem is would have been solved because this shoulder triangle is already congruent, similar to this triangle. All right, let's see if there is some way like that. Okay, we already know this is equal to this and this is equal to this. We don't know about their angles. We don't know we don't have any relationship between these two angles. Right? So definitely SAS is out of question, or even ASA is out of question. But I'm thinking, can I do something to show that BC is equal to PQ? Then I'll have triple S congruence. I'll have triple S rule of congruence, and this will be equal. This triangle will be a congruent to this triangle, and already this big triangle is similar to this small triangle, so this big triangle will in conclusion be similar to this big, small triangle also. But how can I do something about what can I do about AB and sorry, what can I do about PQ and BC? Right, let's start thinking about that. Where we are right now, from where we are right now, there is a relationship between sides also, which is possible. Okay, that is, since these two triangles are equal, I can say therefore dp by de is equal to pq by df, sorry, pq by ef is equal to dq by df. We good with that? What we do, we just took the corresponding sides from this relationship. Okay, dp by de is equal to pq by ef, pq by ef, pq by ef, right, is equal to dq by df, that is dq by df, right, dq and df, right. So this is the reason is what, since corresponding sides are proportional in similar triangles, right. Now I want to look very closely to this particular thing. Okay, and what do we know already? Let's start substituting that. We know that dp is equal to ab. Hmm? We know that dq is equal to AC. All right, let's write that much down right now. Okay, because we have constructed it that way. So this can be written as, let me just, so this can be written as dp by d. Let me actually reorder it once. I think it'll become clearer if I reorder it. So dp by de, I'm just going to swap these two. Okay, is equal to dq by df is equal to pq by ef. All right, now I'm going to write in place of dp, I'm going to write ab by de is equal to, in place of dq I'm going to write ac by df is equal to pq by ef remains as it is. All right, the reason is what, by construction I have dp equal to ab and dq equal to ac. All right, I have that by construction. I want you to look at this particular equation. Okay, this is, let's call this equation number 3, and I already have something given to me here. I'm going to write that one down. Okay, We know that. We can say we know that AB by DE is equal to AC by DF is equal to BC by EF. That's equation number 4. Okay, this is coming from what is given. Okay, this is coming from what is given. This is given. If you look closely at these two equations, this and this are same, this and this are same. This and this have the only difference in the numerator, which means the numerators have got to be the same because the denominators are same. To keep the ratio same, the numerator will have to be the same. There is another way of doing it, like uh, showing it very logically. Okay, let me do it. So I mean, you can just say from 3 and 4, from 3 and 4, we can conclude that PQ is equal to BC. But the better way or the proper mathematical way to do it will be how I write it here. Okay, we have AB by DE equal to PQ by EF. AB by DE equal to BC by EF. Okay, just from doing this and this, this and this. From both of these, I will conclude that PQ by EF is equal to BC by EF. PQ by EF is equal to BC by EF. My denominators get cancelled, or you can take EF to the other side, and so at the end you have PQ equal to BC. Alright, so I am just skipping that part, writing it here directly. PQ is equal to BC. Therefore, now I want to start thinking. I have shown that PQ is equal to BC. Alright, I've shown this, which means this triangle and this triangle are congruent by triple S, because I already have this equal, this equal by my construction, right? So therefore, by triple S, let me write it down actually. Actually, let's write this congruence fully down. In triangle ABC and triangle DPQ, we have AB equal to DP, we have AC equal to DQ. These two are by construction. One second, let me see here. Okay, and this is what equation number will just be, is be 5. So PQ is equal to BC as shown in 5, equation number 5. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. Therefore, okay, now therefore you can write that these angles are also equal. That is, angle B will be equal to angle P, and angle C will be equal to angle Q, and angle A will be equal to angle D, definitely. Therefore, angle A is equal to angle D. Let's mark this as 6. Angle B is equal to angle P. Let's mark this as 7. And angle C is equal to angle Q. Let's mark this as 8. If you see, we already have, where have we written it elsewhere? We have written it here in 1 and 2, right? So we have angle P equal to angle E, and angle P is equal to angle B. So from 1 and 7, we can say both angle B is equal to angle E, as both are equal to angle P. And from 1 and 8, from 2 and 8, we can say that angle F is equal to angle C. This was our two proof statement. Angle F is equal to angle C, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle A equal to angle D we have already shown. Where have we shown? Here. And from 6, we have angle A equal to angle D. Therefore, triangle ABC is also similar to triangle DEF because all criteria are met, all three angles and all three sides curve proportionality is already given. hence proved. When I check this whole thing once, proof, I had to show the equality of all angles, corresponding angles, shown the equality of all corresponding angles, hence two triangles are similar. Yes, that is it for the SSS criterion of similarity.